Hi, darling.
Did I miss your bell?
Oh,
Could it maybe give another ring?
I got my glasses on. Champagne time.
Champagne time,
What do I put my
Dizzy.
glasses on? Champagne time.
Champagne time. What do we got? Looks like you got a couple of beautiful breasts there.
Oh, you are too much.
Come on, what
You
you got?
are
What you
too
got? What
much.
you got? What you got? I see some
I was
cheese.
just trying to think of what to say, but I can't.
You're never going to think of
Okay,
anything good to
I'll have
say
another
next
sip.
to me. Come on, Daz.
On the-
What have you got?
I'm having 2 breaths of champagne.
2 breasts of champagne? Come on, what do you got?
I am doing, okay. I said I was going to do chicken Kiev. I love chicken Kiev. Chicken and garlic butter and wrapped around and baked and wow. And you said, no, I don't want that. I said, okay, what shall I do? So why don't we do a chicken cordon bleu? Oh, I love chicken cordon bleu.
Actually, that is not what happened.
Love chicken cordon bleu.
No, that is a total lie. I said to you, what's the one with ham and cheese in the middle? And you said chicken cordon bleu and I said, let's do that.
Oh, well, it's the same sort of thing.
No, actually it's not.
All right, okay.
You were taking credit for
So
it.
we are going to do chicken cordon bleu, which is chicken with Swiss cheese and ham. Here's our ham, which is bought yesterday,
Where's
not
that
from
new?
the farm shop.
Why are we hiding the ingredients? What's
Well, I'm
going
not
on?
hiding the
I'm not sure
ingredients.
what's going on today.
Nothing.
Okay, so we've got yam, which I went and got from M&S last night.
Which you got from M&S. And what we're going to do, I'm going to show you.
These are, at least they're farm shop breasts. Everything else.
The breasts are beautiful, plump, and wonderful. And and I forgot where I was going now. Oh, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to show you 2 ways of doing chicken cordon bleu.
Fabulous.
And then we're going to serve it with a French mustard. So you've got a little French mustard sauce.
What are you serving with, darling? A Mornay sauce.
A Mornay sauce, which is a bechamel sauce,
Bechamel sauce, yeah.
which we've made about
You're
100
gonna make
times
it
on
quite
IGTV.
cheesy with some, yeah.
And then we're going to have some cheese to turn it into Mornay and French mustard to turn it into a Dijon sauce.
Fabulous, can't wait.
Okay, so I've put my 2 breasts here of chicken, and I've got these are called the fillet of chicken.
Yeah.
I'm actually going to take that off because these are big breasts, and I actually don't want those on because I tell you why. One, we're going to cut open. You don't want that bit there either. You don't like that little bit, do you? We're going to take that off. Okay. The idea is that one I'm going to open up, and the other one I'm going to open up a little bit, if that makes any sense. Let me just show you what I'm going to do. It's probably the best way. Okay, probably what.
What you're going to do is just cut and stuff. You're doing a straight cut and stuff on one, and the other, you're actually going to flatten out and stuff it and fold it over. That's what we're going to do, isn't it?
We are, darling. Thank goodness you're here.
Thank God for me.
I keep saying, what would I do without you? So that one is going to be, and this one.
So this one you're going to flatten. I thought you were just going to do open up and do the cut and stuff.
No,
Okay.
this one's going to be the cut and stuff. I'm going to tidy that bit up there. Just tidy that bit up there. It's always nice to just make sure everything.
Okay, so one's a cut and stuff and one's flattened.
So this is the cut and stuff.
Okay.
Here, this one, we're not going to open quite as much as the other one.
Right.
So it's just nice and gently. And I think I want to just take it to, so you don't go right through here because we want to keep the shape of the breast.
You're making a little envelope, almost.
Exactly. So I think that's about right. Maybe just a dash more. There we are. So that one's going to be our cut and stuff.
Okay.
That's our flatten. So
That's our flatten.
let's take our flatten over at the
Are you
moment.
going to bash them out a bit?
I'm going to bash this one out over here.
Okay.
So I've got some cling film ready.
Yeah.
Wash my hands quickly here. And I've got my famous flatten rolling pin.
Okay, so you've got all your bits and pieces here. You're ready
I've
with
got,
your...
oh yeah, so this particular dish, of course, is a flour, egg and breadcrumb.
Oh, egg and bread, okay.
So this one, we're going to, the idea with this one is a bit sort of veal cordon bleu, which is where the actual dish came from. Remember the 70s and 80s, it was a real classic dish where you would have a scallop of veal, and you would turn it into you fold it up into a little square.
Okay.
So the sort of idea here is I want to do the same thing, really.
I quite like all those 80s dishes.
You like the 80s dish?
Yeah.
Well, you love all of the classics, don't you?
I like the
It's a
classics.
bit like why you like me.
I like you. Love all the classics. What you got on today, Jazz? You got a little...
I got that lovely all of our brown shirt.
Oh, yes, very
Like
nice.
that.
Matched it in with your watch. That's nice. And your
Yeah.
glasses.
So this is going to be my flat one. And this one's going to be, I'll show you in a second.
All
Probably tip it. Now, come back over here. I'm going to take a piece of cheese, a piece of ham, and I think another piece of cheese.
You're going to take all that yucky bit out of the ham. There's a bit of fat.
Oh
on
no,
the
I'm
ham.
not going to worry about that. I'll tell you what I might do though. Get rid of these breadcrumbs. What do you think?
I don't think that matters.
Doesn't matter. Okay, all right, okay. So what we're going to do is that and that and that. And then what we're going to do is
So you make
roll
a
it
sandwich.
up.
Oh, good lord. Definitely wouldn't have picked that.
And we're going to tuck him in there.
Seems a bit wrong, actually, tucking pork into a chicken. Imagine if they're in the farmyard together.
Well, that's a dish though.
I know, and then the
That is
chicken
a
goes
dish.
over to the
And then I bought
pig
some little
and says,
skewers here, which we're going to just skewer it through to keep it in position.
Okay.
I actually made these skewers. I'm very proud of these.
We didn't have any toothpicks, did we?
We didn't have any toothpicks, so I've made skewers. How good are they?
I wouldn't have thought this was rolled. I remember in Australia I used to make this and it was just slices in there. But that's quite a good idea.
Quite a good idea because
Very
it'll all,
nice,
because don't forget the cheese is going to melt.
Yeah. Very
So we're
exciting.
going to put that in there. There we are. So that's one. Look at that. Look at that. I should be a surgeon.
You actually should be a surgeon. It's quite good. Okay.
Now, bring
Now
this
what's
one
gonna
over here
happen
and
to
lay
that?
this one in the flour.
He can just relax there for a minute, can
I can
he?
just relax there for a second
Okay.
and then just get myself sorted here.
So then this
Just
guy here,
final
final bash. Yeah. So you got it thin enough, have you?
I think so, yeah. I
Yeah.
think so.
Okay.
So now what we're going to do is we're going
Be
to...
careful with these bits of chicken.
Yeah, you have to be careful, but to a point. So
Okay.
now we're going to put a piece of cheese, because I've cut this bit in half, this one.
Right. So what did you do? You laid. Hold on. What have you done? What's underneath?
So basically, you've got
gone
cheese, sorry,
cheese-
same
cheese,
one as
ham,
before.
yeah.
Cheese, ham, cheese.
Yeah.
Cheese, ham, cheese, cheese, ham, cheese.
Wow. It's like a real sandwich.
A little sandwich, and now we're going to wrap that over there.
Yeah.
We're going to wrap this bit over here.
Okay.
Don't forget we're going to flour, egg and breadcrumb as well.
So I used to make them like that. That's the way I used to do them. So
Right.
this is interesting for me.
There we are. So we're going to flour, egg and breadcrumb.
So, okay, you've done it like a parcel.
There. So that's my
Okay.
parcel.
Okay, so do you think, so the flour, egg and breadcrumb will protect the cheese a bit? Because it's going to ooze.
Yeah, you will get a bit of ooze. This one's going to cook a lot quicker.
Which one? So that one's thinner, okay.
Yeah, this one's going to cook a lot quicker.
Are we going to cook these two separately or together?
I'm going to cook them, what?
Together, but one will come out quicker.
One will, exactly, darling. Exactly.
Exactly. Are you going to
am,
put
babe.
them in the oven as well?
I am going to put them in the oven for a little bit, yeah.
Okay. Okay. So,
Right, okay. So now,
we've got thin guy first.
him over there. Thin guy's going in first, in there,
Yeah.
and in there. And then he's going in there.
And these breadcrumbs you made yourself.
I made my bread.
We always make the breadcrumbs ourselves. We use old bread. And then we stick it in the Thermomix.
You do.
It's nicer with your own fresh ones. Okay.
Okay.
And are you going to do butter and oil? Or what are you
I
going to
am.
fry it in?
I'm going to do butter and oil, my darling.
Yeah.
Right, so I'm going to wash my hands and then I'm going to come back and do the other one.
Okay.
Surgery chicken.
Okay, we're on the second one, my love.
My pieces.
So this is your one with you, that's just straight cut and stuff without bashing it out.
Without bashing it out, the cut and stuff. My bit of surgery going on. Stick it all together. Quite fun, isn't it? I mean, you know, I haven't done these things for years.
Thank God for me. I love the way you tried to claim that it was your idea.
I know, well, you have to get all the egg white on, but it's sort of a bit of the egg wash on when I stick it all on, don't we?
Yeah.
So just make sure that's in there, and then just put him on there. Lots and lots and lots of our fresh breadcrumbs. Bit of a messy one, but it's
That's all right.
fun.
These are these pink dishes we bought from HomeSense when it opened up again. We love them.
Yeah.
Both been using them a lot. Okay.
When did you go to HomeSense, my darling?
I went when it first opened. It was before the 15th.
You did.
I was in like Flynn.
Okay, and I think that's about right with our
Yeah.
breadcrumbs. Okay,
Yep.
wash my
Okay.
hands and I'll come back.
Okay. Okay, so shall we get this on? Start melting the butter?
So we're going to start
So
melting that butter
you've
and
got-
oil.
Yeah. So we've got a good slug of oil and a nice big knob of butter. And then you've got your tray ready as well. So you're going to then stick them in the oven for a bit. Once you've fried them, we're just doing some extra pressing over here.
Just pressing my just making
Getting
sure
them
my
ready?
breadcrumbs- Now these breadcrumbs, because they're a bit
Because they're
bigger,
large.
Yeah, they're larger breadcrumbs. So
But they do make a nice crust.
They do. Well, they make a great crust, but hopefully they'll just stay where they are.
They will. Right, so
Which I
this is
made
almost
earlier.
ready.
Which
You
I
made a thin little bechamel. Okay. I would have thought that this mustardy sauce going on top would be a bit thinner, but
It will
I'm
be.
interested to see this.
It will be
Okay.
thinner. It's not going to be that thick. I
Okay.
just made that ages ago.
All right, darling.
So
Let's get in there.
now.
Here we go.
I haven't seasoned yet.
Oh, I had not. No, I had
want-
sort of
I'm
not
going to
noted.
season the butter.
Season the butter. That's a nice
I
idea.
want to season
wow.
it so we get it all over.
Wow, that's gonna be amazing.
I know.
Okay.
I know. I know.
Let's get it in there. I would have always seasoned the breadcrumbs. That's a good idea. Get these chaps in there.
Look at that, baby.
Wow.
These are, you know, we did say these are very big breasts.
Very big breasts.
Yeah, these are big breasts.
So, what do you probably cook? So you're going to cook for like a minute
We're going
or
to get
two.
some colour.
Get some colour. Cook for a minute
Cook
or two.
it through, but you want to now cook it through, get some nice colour going on.
Yeah.
You've got some olive oil. If the butter gets a bit brown, we'll put a bit more
Olive oil.
Olive oil. We've got butter
Right.
and olive oil.
So that's what we can use. So
Then
we'll
I'm going
do
to
a
put them on
couple of-
here.
So a couple of minutes each side, brown them, put them on here. And then is that something that people can do? They can use a bit of olive oil to add if it's cooking too much and getting too brown.
Yeah.
The butter catching, just add some olive oil.
Or just put a little bit more olive oil in, or take a bit of butter out. You can see just here it's getting brown, but you want to put it brown. And the wonderful thing with butter and olive oil, it stops it all burning, but it keeps the flavour.
Yummy.
Turn it over.
How's it going, darling?
I think we're
We've been a
fine.
minute.
We've been a couple of minutes, haven't we?
Oh, a couple of minutes. I'll tell you that, maybe. You don't have the best concept of time.
Okay, so that's fine.
That's really good. Wow.
So,
So,
or maybe just a dash more for this one.
so how are we going to know that it's cooked? How are we going to know?
Well, you can get a probe, but you might see a little bit of cheese oozing out. I mean, how long is it going to take to cook a chicken breast? Probably in the oven, 15 minutes or so. And bear in mind we're here, so I think 15 minutes. I think now, we just go underneath there.
And what about your...
Look at that one. Now, bear in mind.
What about those
Slightly more difficult because we got the skewers.
things? Yeah. So that one really is going to need the time in that.
Yeah, I'm going to put a bit more butter in.
Look at you with your big knobs of butter over
I
there.
know, I'm just going to put a bit more in. I'm going to turn that down. Remember me saying it might dry me in the car. I'm going to put a bit more. Breadcrumbs will be soaking it up.
Chuck that big thing in there and you've got
I
that.
just want to
Okay,
get
yeah, the
that.
breadcrumbs will be soaking it up, yeah.
Yeah, so this one
Another
is,
low-calorie dish, Dan.
I know. I mean, I love cooking because, look, because I ran out of cocktail sticks, I improvised, adapt and overcome
Yes.
my kebab skewers.
And just...
And the trouble is...
look at them like, yeah. Let's
Trouble
see
is
them.
this-
Let's see that side.
Look, this holding up. The trouble is, it's not letting me this. So I'm going to have to do that bit and then turn
And
it over
then
again.
turn, yeah, exactly. But
Fine.
that's okay.
That's fine. It's all
We
part
know
of the fun.
we've got the bit of oven time.
It's all part of the fun.
Yeah. Right, so should we take our skinnier one
I'm
out?
taking this one out now. I'm
Yeah.
going to put him on
Put
here.
him on.
He's going to go in the oven. And this one, I'm just going to give him a bit more time over there.
Yeah, can you kind of like get him...
I've got to
because we
roll him
need,
over in a
yeah,
minute.
roll him over to cook that side
Roll
as
him
well.
over a minute. Okay, well, I might roll him over now, actually.
Yeah, just get that. Yeah.
There we are.
There we go.
As
Look at
simple as
that.
that, yeah. And we're getting some beautiful colour.
You
I'm just going to put a dash more in there.
Yeah, get him roasting. Yum, he's going to be good. Okay, so,
So
we've got the pan, so you get all the fat there, just trying to like cook that
Well, I want to
side.
cook this corn a bit of the... so I
Yeah.
thought I'd just tilt it up.
Yeah.
And we'll cook that corn a bit, which is quite
You
new-
are hilarious.
It's quite unusual way of cooking. But look,
It
it's
works.
when you think about it, it's very logical.
It is logical.
I like
Get all the fat down there, and
I like logical thinking, don't I?
you really do, baby.
Which is why we get on so well.
Are you saying I'm illogical?
Not at all, darling. What do we think?
Yep.
Is that right?
I reckon that looks really good. So, yeah. And actually, you haven't really had any cheese oozing. I thought you'd have quite a bit.
Cheese oozing.
Yeah, you don't. You don't have any cheese oozing. He's done well. He's done incredibly well. Got to admit, that's pretty good.
We might get some cheese in a minute.
So we'll pop those two,
Whack them in here.
whack them in, and
Whack
then
'em in.
we'll focus now.
So we're going to get that off here. I made this earlier on, so this is just warming through. So I made the bechamel earlier on.
Okay.
I'm turning the bechamel into mornay.
Okay.
By putting all of that cheese in, which we can use, and we'll use it, and we'll have a nice Welsh rarebit or something a bit later. Maybe have that later. But you can keep that, and keep it in the fridge for ages, and just use it whenever you want to use it. So I'm just going to do that. It's fine, I'll get all the bits out, because you told me off.
Mix him in.
And then just mix that cheese in.
You got your Dijon ready.
And then I'm going to transfer I'm going to change this. I'm going to put some into that pot with my Dijon mustard, a little bit of cream, bit of seasoning.
I see.
And then you've got your Dijon lovely creamy sauce, and we may have to reduce it a bit to make it a little bit more saucy.
Okay. You just had a look in the oven as well. How are your guys looking in there?
They're looking good. Do you want to have a look?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. There we go. Oh, looking great, eh?
Yeah, they look really good. Yeah. No cheese bubbling, look amazing.
No cheese bubbling yet. When I Googled them, by the way, I have a little Google. I love having a little Google before. I'm sort of pretty 99.9% sure exactly what I'm going to do. Well, I'll have a little Google just to see what somebody else did. And I was very pleased to see that nearly every of the chicken cordon bleus that I saw, they have a bit of cheese coming out of the sides, which is...
All had some oozing.
Yeah. Well, I sound very pleased.
Well, yeah.
Hopefully mine doesn't.
Maybe yours doesn't, so yours is going to be the best.
So this is my, remember my beautiful mornay? So that's just getting rid of that cheese, and we're going to transfer some into there, and we'll make it into...
You make very good sauces. Okay, so you ready?
So that is
you've got your sauces sitting on the back now.
So that's my...
So now we're going to your little dish into pole position.
So now you can see you've got the cheesy, stringy bit coming into.
Okay.
So now we're going to transfer some over here into whatever the amount we need for our two
lovely big buns. Yeah.
And then we're going to get our, I think that's probably enough, isn't it? Yeah. So that will stay there as our
Mornay sauce
Mornay sauce.
Okay. And now you're going to add...
Now I'm going to add some French mustard into here. Think about there.
I love mustard. Okay. And then so that's quite simple. And then you add double cream and
some double cream. Straight out of the jug.
Bit of double cream, yum.
And then we'll look at the consistency.
Okay.
And we'll decide if our consistency is good.
This is really 80s, isn't it? All these really super heavy creamy sauces. Good to admit.
Well, I see a lot of people cooking right now, right up to date, and there's butter and cream. And I watched Claire Smith do something the other day, and she put some cream, and I think, yes, Claire Smith, love you.
We love it. We love Claire.
So that, I still think it's too thick at the moment.
No,
so
I do. Okay.
I think it's a bit too thick.
Do you think we need a bit more mustard?
No, they may need some more mustard.
Bit of milk. Okay. Should we have a little taste of it?
Yeah.
Okay. Bit of seasoning. Good.
You know, a mustard that we thought about using? We thought about using some coarse grain.
Yeah, coarse grain, that's right. The whole grain. Whole grain,
yeah.
I would have used that if we hadn't. If we didn't have any. So we didn't. Doesn't really matter, does it? I just had a taste and we're adding a bit more mustard. And you just checked on the chicken and they're looking good. Ooh. Bit of action over there with the boys. All right,
I think they're about the right consistency now. So I'm going to pull that off.
Pull it off, Daz, and get chicken out. I think we're almost there. Okay,
we have the two. We have this one here, which is the flattened one.
Yeah.
And we have the other one still in there, which was the bigger one.
Needed a bit
take
longer.
a little bit longer to cook. So we're going to cut open this one now. Cut him open. And look at your cordon bleu.
Amazing.
How fun is that? Isn't that nice?
Okay, my love, so you just landed them on the plate. That looks incredible. And the cheese is actually kind of held together. It looks really good.
So I think just put a spoon over the top.
Yeah, just a little spoon over the top.
I think a little bit around here, a little bit around here.
Not too much, Dazzler.
And just there.
That's enough.
Here we go.
Delicious.
And there is your...
That looks so good.
Amazing.
Chicken cordon bleu. Why don't you have your drink already,
Chicken cordon bleu with Donny's favourite, a good Aussie.
Not with anything, it's just chicken cordon bleu, darling.
Okay.
Nice breasts.
Lots of love to everybody. See you the next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.